No return for the Aggies. Under the direction of second-year head coach Blake Anderson. Calvin Tyler Jr. is his running back, and they will throw on first down. And that is down the sideline to Brian Cobbs. And this is one area that Logan Bonner, Utah State, think that they can attack Alabama.
Absolutely.
To get the benefit of the attention will go to Anderson. 3rd and 11, and they will try to run it up the middle and not have much luck. A 3-yard gain for Utah State.
Well, that confident in that group in front of him.
Jermaine Burton was in motion. They kick it outside to the freshman Kobe Prentice. And Prentice is able to come up just short, but a flag at the tail end. Johnny Carter, senior DB, with the takedown on the 5'10" Kobe Prentice.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense, number 27. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run, and it carries an automatic first down.
The Hedrick is our white hat.
He just looked like a different guy on the practice field to me, Tom.
He wants to throw here. Pressure coming. Young sidesteps it and is able to get it away. Complete for a first down. He threw it through traffic to find Holden. A pickup of 15 as Bryce Young threads the needle with Volkswagen bugs flying at him.
We've heard the term savant thrown out about Bryce Young's intelligence. How about a savant in the pocket? The movement is just unbelievable to set his feet.
The Prowler package, 3rd and 3 now. Pressure. Young gets hit as he throws, and it goes incomplete. Bryce Young said something interesting in our meeting yesterday. He said, if I take a shot from somebody who's unblocked, it's my time. 45-yard attempt for Will Reichard. And that one will curl inside the upright. Alabama able to score on its opening possession, but held to a field goal as Young went 4 for 5 on the opening drive.
Enough with Will Anderson coming off the edge.
Utah State, one of the most successful in the country last year outside the numbers. And he heaves that one incomplete through it 20 yards past his receiver. Brian Cobb's the closest one, and take a look at Will Anderson getting into the backfield. And there's a reason for that. That's a guy that he looks up to. He loves watching him play. Has time, and on the run, delivers a strike. Been watch the game at the Garden. 4-man rush, and wide open is Prentice. He finds some open space and takes it for a gain of 16. And Cole, he told.
You think about a lot of cool things Bryce Young's gotten to do in the last 4 or 5 months.
Midway through the first quarter, second drive for Alabama. It's Prentice again, and the freshman takes it down to the 5. Garvin Hall, a one-time Alabama recruit, with a tackle for the Aggies.
Oh, it's a little.
Now, less of a receiving threat. Young dances, fires, end zone, caught! Touchdown, Alabama. Jermaine Burton. And Reichard punches it through. These two guys grew up near each other in Southern California, know each other well, finally on the same team.
Yeah. See if they decide to bring pressure here. Got a safety capping.
There it comes on 3rd and 6. That is caught by McGriffin. He is stopped short of the line to gain. Dallas Turner shows his versatility by dropping State. They're 0-1 on 4th down last week. 5-man rush to the edge, incomplete, and Alabama's going to have sensational field position.
Hot territory here. Change of possession inside the 40.
The play action. Bryce goes deep. It is incomplete. Flag down on the coverage of Jermaine Burton from Michael Onyanwu.
But that's one of those throws that they won't miss that next time.
That was their first play with 12 personnel with 2 tight ends in the game. Here's Gibbs to the outside, and he's knocked out of bounds. We were at practice last week and going good versus good. They continually gave it to Gibbs to get to the outside and
Bryce Young sees it, just said something in that direction.
2nd and goal. Quick hitter to the slant and to the end zone. Touchdown, Trayshawn Holden for 9 yards out. Todd cashes in on the short field. He went from the finger roll to Nick Saban, and he quickly settled down. Oh, yes, Coach.
He threw a touchdown, but hey, that throw, you got to put that 4 more yards outside.
He did tell us yesterday, he said, you know, Coach Saban talks about his high school quarterback days a lot more than you would expect. Takes pride in what he did. The screen. LSU transfer. They'll empty the backfield. That's dangerous. They let it go, incomplete, going towards Ricks and trying to find Cobbs. On its opening drive. Since then, smooth sailing. Young wants to go deep over the middle. Coming back for it is Holden. And Holden gang tackled after a pickup of 16.
Slow down.
Quick hitter to Prentice. And he made the first man miss before taking it to midfield. Bryce Young not out of what they do. Toss to Gibbs. Full head of steam. And he picks up 6. He is going to be a wrecking ball for Alabama this year. There's a prowler look. Only one defender with a hand on the ground. 3rd and 12. Bryce with a chance to run for it. They'll tuck it, pick it up, and he gets taken down from behind. Down to the 6-yard line.
It's a pretty good job
tonight, but it's a team that'll get after you in the low red.
11th play of the drive for Alabama. Touchdown! Bryce Young finds Jermaine Burton for the 2nd time tonight.
They're just nice little assist.
So Alabama basketball coach Nate Oates on the field before the game. Got some talent in the building. Now Bryce Young and Jermaine Burton hook up again. Play clock at 2. And they'll try to run it, and they cut him down. And that will put Utah State in a punt situation.
control where I go as opposed to me being able to control where he goes.
Bryce Young with play action again. Pressured. Scrambles away from it. He's had a couple of big runs tonight. Now he's got the sideline. Here goes Bryce Young into open field. Little stutter step back inside. And he makes his moves all the way down to the 15. It's a 63-yard scramble for Bryce Young. And he tight-roped it down the sideline at the beginning.
Something over there.
Pressure from the edges. He's got man this side. That's complete. A spin, first down, touchdown. Trayshawn Holden. "14 yards to Trayshawn Holden. And Bryce Young has thrown for 4 touchdowns here in this first half. Reichard's been busier this first half than some kickers have been all day. 31-0.
You know what I love here? We've seen already a few times down in the red out on the edge for Alabama.
Laga facing a 3rd and 9. Pressure, and he will scramble. Laga got hit just short, and we'll see where the spot comes. It looks like the head linesman has it as a first down.
Across the board, somebody's got to separate.
Too high and through the hands of Xavier Williams. It's a former Alabama player, Williams, who spent 4 years here. He played for his grandpa. But 31-0, so I don't have to be perfect. There's Miles Kitzelman, sophomore from Linden, Kansas, by way of Hutchinson Junior College. Picks up the first down. Fake to Prentice, and they'll run it with Roydell Williams, and he's got a gash. 11 yards for the product of Hueytown High School. Here's McClellan. Got forward for the first down. Well, Kentucky with a 10-point lead in Lex. Young gets away to the far side. And that's good for another Alabama first down. It goes for 13 yards.
And that's Isaiah Bond, another true freshman attack.
State trying to match that here on 3rd and goal. Pocket collapses and they take him down. First sack of the night. It's Daniel Greshik, Nevada transfer. 33-yard attempt for Will Reichard. And that one is true. Bama 34, Utah State nothing. Bama will rush 3, and they flick it out to Tyler. The Oregon State transfer gets spun around. Henry To'o is able to yank him down, and it turns into just a 2-yard gain. Henry To'o back for another year of college football.
So he's going to have a much bigger role. I think he's primed to step into it.
Throwing on 2nd and 10. Oh, great catch, but then Trayshawn Holden got folded in half, held on to it, gain of 17.
Wow. Great job at the point of the catch of securing that to his stomach before the contact.
With pressure coming, Bryce Young throws it wide, and there's a flag after he went down. Patrick Joyner Jr., transfer from Miami.
Personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense number 0 with target. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. That play is under review.
Cole, one of the questions we had as we look and
have to be crowned.
Here's the confirmation.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Number 0 of the defense is disqualified.
And they'll bring it early in to Patrick Joyner's night. Estimating, well, what would he have said about me? After the penalty, we'll scramble. Another big run for Bryce Young. And he takes it down inside the 10. Towards the marimbas.
What's a marimba?
That'll show you at halftime. Kind of
Cousin
like a
of-
xylophone.
Yeah.
Young flicks it out, and Jace McClellan takes it in. 5th touchdown pass of the first half for Bryce Young. McClellan gets in on the fun. It's already the 4th career 5-touchdown game for Young.
Well, it's just a perfect storm here. Utah State brings up by the time Bryce gets him the ball.
5-play, 62-yard drive.
Young receivers out there, and Jermaine Burton, even a guy that want to build chemistry.
Wow, how about this for chemistry? There's one hit, and Jahmyr Gibbs with the cutback, then a stiff arm, and he's inside the 10. I don't know if he ever went down. That might be a touchdown, but as of now, they have him whistled down at the 8 after a 58-yard run. Young, touchdown. It's a 100-yard rushing game for Bryce Young on 5 carries.
Straight for the goal line. I love it, though. I mean, he's in total control.
It's a Saturday night stroll for Bryce Young. Its first 7 possessions and hammered Oregon 49-3. 3rd and 11. Coming out of the timeout, nowhere to run. Calvin Tyler Jr. no gain. But that Florida-Utah game, guys, that's pivotal. I feel Jermaine Burton still in the game. McClellan is tailback, and he'll dump it off to Burton, who's got room to run. It's an Alabama first down. Cole, what do we expect out of Jalen Milroe tonight?
Explosive ability, number one, and a young.
Milroe puts it in McClellan's belly, and he's got the sideline. Just crunching down there. Looking for the screen, and he fits it to McClellan, and McClellan takes it in. Jalen Milroe with the touchdown pass for Alabama.
Love it.
There have been some really nice combo blocks and individual efforts in the run game on that drive from that offensive line.
Alabama with a double nickel. UConn. They have specialty packages for Williams. They're now get a chance to air it out on 3rd and 5, and it is incomplete. Nearly hauled in by Nana Davis. He's out of Etowah High School here in Alabama. Bama averaging 8.5 yards per play. Milroe gets it out. Trey Sanders. Welcome to the game. Pickup of 11.
Boy, I love that by Jalen Milroe. Why we talk about the athleticism. He's such a good runner.
2nd and 3 now. Uh-oh. Going deep. Intercepted. Ike Larson with the takeaway. Great recovery by Larson, and cut right in front of Christian Leary for the pick.
Following the change of possession, illegal block in the back on the defense, number 48. That 10-yard penalty will be enforced from the spot of the foul. First down for the defense.
Maybe I'll grab my iPod. It's a shuffle, but
I thought you had the big one.
Pull it off Napster. Running room for Terrell Vaughn.
I was more of a LimeWire kind of guy. Always felt like, you know, I was always scared. Everyone said, oh, yeah, the FBI is going to come after you. You can't.
3rd down 2. A little hurdle right into the waiting arms of DJ Dale. Just taking the lead on Utah. Anthony Richardson looking to lead the Gators to a major upset week 1. Wow, there's a big hit. Ike Larson delivers another knock, this time on Kendrick Law.
They just picked up a first down in Gator territory, guys.
What a game in the swamp right now. And Terrell Vaughn with the catch and run. Anthony Richardson on zone read tonight. Jordan has carried the ball 6 times for 40 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Levi Williams, they call him Big Truck. He's the one that's a little more dynamic with his feet, has a big old arm. Not as proficient at running everything.
They have 2 backup quarterbacks who were each MVP of their bowl game last year.
Yeah.
Down 1. The throw it, it's incomplete. Nana Davis coming across the middle.
Boy, that's what, the 3rd slant or so that they've had an opportunity. They go zone read to the top here.
Yep. And Williams keeps it. He's got the first down and escorted out of bounds at the end of that run after pickup of 9.
So they get a nub side, or actually an empty side.
Bo Nix was intercepted twice by the Georgia defense today. Stetson Bennett threw for 368 and a couple of touchdowns. That was in one SEC Pac-12. Ball's loose, and it is fallen on by Utah State. Nana Davis with the recovery.
You know what's crazy about that stat with Georgia as we look at the replay here? I want to believe it, but you don't truly believe it till you see the product on the field, till you see the changes in action, not just in practice.
It's a good looking throw. There's something that Bryce Young told us yesterday that I think fits that in a micro sense. And he was talking about being a leader for his teammates. And he said it's easier to correct. Pressure coming. Tipped and incomplete.
Tell you what I loved right there, though. We saw all night Bryce Young directing traffic, right?
Yep.
I mentioned of control over the protection. Honestly, 90% of offenses in the country don't let their quarterback control protection. So,
oh, they get blocked. Utah State came after Burnip, and they're able to get a hand on it. And the Aggies will have great field position now.
I was trying to fish it out as I was walking back to the huddle. Also had no idea where I was.
3rd and 1, and that is incomplete. Better than your ear being up by your eye.
Yeah, but
who was it that welcomed you?
Mark Bear.
Going for it on 4th and 1. Cooper Lagat, quarterback. Here comes the pressure from the edge, and the Aggies pick up the first down. Alabama trying to keep this shutout intact, but the Aggies for the 1st and 10 at the 20. Needing 10. Get 4.
You know, we've seen Utah State take some shots down the sideline, right?
Yeah.
I keep looking at
the field goal down 55 to keep the offense on the field. Needing 7. There's a shot to the end zone. And incomplete. And a flag down. Now Davis. Defended by Brian Branch.
There is no foul for pass interference. The ball was uncatchable. The ball will go over on downs. First down.
Alabama with its second 4th down stop.
His entire career covering the Crimson Tide for multiple decades and did it better than anyone. A national writer that a lot of people really knew, loved, and respected. And Alabama fans grown accustomed to somebody that if you were around, you enjoyed talking.
Accepted. They cannot be accepted. If you don't know what you are supposed to be doing and you make a mental mistake, then you don't need to be on the field. Pete Golding, there's a horse collar tackle, was not more forgiving about it, but he was more understanding that young players are going
on the outside. They're going to be tested.
2nd and 12. Finally lost to one of his assistants last year when Jimbo got him. Whatever happened with that relationship?
Well, I think Netflix is doing a documentary about it. 30 for 30. It will be on ESPN. And Paul Feinbaum has a book coming out about it.
That's right. 55-0 is the final. Bryce Young, 5 touchdowns, all in the first half. Threw for 195, and he ran for more yards in this game than he did all of last season. Big win for Bama. Nick Saban is with Cole.